Good morning. It's a brand new week and a beautiful Monday morning. Thank you for joining us here on ABC News GH. This is ABC in the morning with me, Abuna Mante. Today is the 17th of November 2025. All too soon, November is also inching towards a close. And so it means that very soon we will enter into the Yuletide, into December, when we will be looking to enjoy the festive season. I hope 2025 has been good to you so far. 11 months into the year. And by now, I believe you've also started making plans towards your 2026. The things you want to achieve, the things you want to share to shed off whilst you enter into 2026 and all. And so I'm wishing you well as you make plans towards the new year, that very, very soon, in less than 45 days, we would have entered. I'm wishing you well, and I hope that it goes well for you. Today is Monday, like I said earlier. We begin a fresh week. How are you beginning it? I hope you have mastered all of the courage to face the week. Every week is an opportunity for us to do more, to do greater, and become better. And so I am rooting for you that your week be one that blows your mind, your week be one that exceeds your expectations, your week be one that brings you a lot of happiness. One thing that should be paramount within your week is happiness. You should be prioritizing your happiness. Do not allow anybody mar any happiness that you could get. And so prioritize it. It's one thing I always say to myself: prioritize your happiness, Abna. By this, I mean do the things that make you happy. Don't take life too serious so that you forget to breathe. You forget to go out and breathe in the fresh air out there. Please prioritize your happiness. Spend time with loved ones, with friends, with family, those who build you up. Any situation that is going to run you down, you need to get away from it. And so in everything you're doing, whether you're at work, whether you're going to school, in your interactions, please prioritize your happiness. And by also prioritizing your happiness, you should endeavor to be a decent person. You should really endeavor to be a decent person in your interactions with everybody. Please do well to rather spread love than you spread any negativity. Today on the show, we have so much for you. The budget, 2026 budget statement has been read, and there's so much captured within that budget statement. We'll have conversations around that. On our front story this morning, we'll be speaking with an environmentalist. We'll look at the government's efforts against illegal mining and how far government has come to. And then as captured in the budget, actually, because we know government has made some allocations to fight illegal mining. Is it enough? Has government done enough so far in its 10 to 11 months of being in power? On our main discussion, we will again look at the budget. We'll speak with the business community, appreciate how they are receiving the budget. We'll also look at the NPP's primaries. You know that in a few days, on the 31st of January 2026, the NPP will have its presidential primaries, where they will determine for themselves who will lead the party into the 2028 elections. And we know that the conversation around the NPP is always up there. And so we'll have conversations and peruse how the party is doing. As different sections of the party are looking forward to winning this seat, some say that the whole frame or the structure of the party is also suffering very much, considering the kind of shots that at least two major parts are throwing against each other. We'll have all of these, and most especially, we will open the phone lines so that we can hear from you. 053-916-1609. 053-916-1609 is the line you would call, and I would love so much to hear from you on Ghana Speaks. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, and so you can also leave your comments there, and I would do well to read these comments for you. Also bring you the latest in the world of sports. Yesterday, Nigeria were met with a very devastating blow. My producer, Samuel Yumago, is a very excited man this morning because Nigeria is not making it to the World Cup. Well, we'll bring you all of the conversations within the world of sports. We also know that over the weekend, the SWAG Awards came up. All of these and more do we have for you here on ABC in the morning. And like I told you, we're streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook. On YouTube, the channel is ABC News GH. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do that. We'll be glad to have you. And on Facebook, the page is ABC News GH. Our socials at ABC News GH _. I am Abna Mate. Let's take this quick break. When we return, we begin with our front story. Stay with us.
Jollof.
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Gino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana Jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so good. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy Jollof the Ghana way. Gino Jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. You're still watching ABC in the morning live on ABC News GH. On our front story, we'll take a look at the government's fight against illegal mining. The fight against illegal mining is a collective fight. It will take all of us as Ghanaians, duty bearers and citizens alike to effectively combat illegal mining. What do I mean by all of us doing that? If we all play our role, we will in no time end illegal mining. But it continues to persist, and this government, since it came into power, has put together various strategies and interventions to deal with this menace, this canker. And the latest intervention, it's the 2026 budget allocation of 150 million Ghana cedis to NIMOS for this fight against galamsey. And so Dr. Kasia Latoforsen, who is the Minister for Finance, announced when he read the budget statement, the 2026 budget statement, that government will allocate 150 million Ghana cedis in the 2026 year to the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, which is popularly known as NIMOS. Why are they giving NIMOS 150 million Ghana cedis? It says that this will aid NIMOS to intensify the fight against illegal mining and forest degradation. In the budget statement, the minister gave a brief overview of what NIMOS has been able to do so far. It says that NIMOS now has a dedicated force of 1,000 officers which are equipped with surveillance and logistics and is deployed nationwide. The operations have also dismantled illegal camps, seized 51 excavators, 4 heavy-duty trucks, and 350 pumps, and has handed 33 foreign nationals to immigration authorities for prosecution. This is what NIMOS has done so far. But let's have some conversations. Eco-conscious citizens are environmentalists who have been very vocal about this fight against illegal mining and also about environmental issues. With what the finance minister has stated that government is going to do in 2026, is it enough when it comes to the fight against galamsey or illegal mining? Joining us for a conversation is Awula Sewa. She is the Executive Director for Eco-Conscious Citizens. Good morning, Awula. We're most grateful for your time this morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me. Good morning. I love your smile. Good morning
Thank
to you and your viewers.
Thank you, Awula. So far, I'll start with 11 months into this new government. If you were to rate their fight or the government's fight against galamsey on a scale to 1 to 10, Awula, how would you score government?
Well, what I would say is that we are in November, and the fight against irresponsible mining, against environmental terrorism, is a fight for the survival of Ghana. It's a fight for our survival. Water is life. Our water bodies are being poisoned. Our water bodies are being poisoned. They've also been diverted. We know that. Our farmlands have been poisoned. So the food we are eating is also being poisoned. Eco-conscious citizens have sent out a health alert. Our forest reserves are being decimated. Confanoche Hospital has told us that kidney disease has gone up 4 times. There's a rise in maternal deaths, in deformed babies. So when you look at it this way, we face an existential threat. Has enough been done? I think that far, far, far more needs to be done if we are to avert the impending catastrophe, because we are on the verge of an ecological disaster. So I believe far more needs to be done. And a simple thing like a 24-hour dedicated line to report cases of environmental terrorism, that has not happened. We're giving a number, but that number goes to a private person, or so the person says. It does not go to the Secretariat. So I do appreciate the work the Secretariat is doing. Nobody wants to dismiss it. It's been doing a lot of work. But if you look at the scale of the problem in front of us, you know, the magnitude of the problem, I'm not sure we are as far ahead as we should be. It's like a house burning. The fire is raging. Maybe you are using some buckets of water, but the time has come to call in the fire service if you are to put out the fire before it engulfs the whole house.
Okay. Well, Awula, now we are entering into a new year, a new fiscal year, 2026, and the finance minister has presented the government's budget. Within this budget, government says it's allocating 150 million Ghana cedis to NIMOS to fight illegal mining, irresponsible mining, as you popularly call it. Would you say that government has allocated enough within the budget?
Well, I will put it this way. I believe that the health project, the Mahama Cares, I think about 240 million has been allocated. Now, if you look at the magnitude of the task NIMOS has, it has great leadership, but the magnitude of the task, I'm not quite sure that the 140 million is enough. The fire is raging in so many different places, so many different places. NIMOS is overwhelmed. I'll give you an example. In Atronsu, the Western North region, the activists there are doing a fantastic job to try and protect their landscape and the Atronsu stream, which is the only source of drinking water in the area. Ironically, they're currently facing criminal charges because 2 excavators got burnt. Now, they noticed last month or the month before that an excavator had come there. This was reported to NIMOS, not directly because we don't have as I said, a hotline, but through persons who, third parties who could follow up with the information. I believe Mr. Parkwesi Shandorf was also informed. The reality is that NIMOS is so overwhelmed that they never got there. and the illegal mining started and the water began to be polluted. Eventually, I stand to be corrected, eventually it was the Minerals Commission Task Force which went there, and I'm informed that the excavators are now away from the landscape. But it took a very long time, and in the meantime, the Atronsu stream was polluted. The point I'm making is that with all the goodwill, NAMOS can only do as much as the resources allow them to do. So I do not think they've got enough men. The complaints are so many. Illegal mining is all over the place. But I don't think they have sufficient resources to deal with the cancer. And as I keep on saying, the window of opportunity to deal with this threat is closing. Not just the health threat, we are all being poisoned, but also national security concern, because a lot of them are armed. And we've seen what has been done to the IGP's men and also to NAMOS themselves. So we face a serious situation, and I believe that more resources need to be allocated. But above all, what we need is the political will. Without the political will, nothing will happen. And also, there have been too many persons close to the administration, whether ministers or party chairmen or MCEs, who have parliamentarians who have been reported as being part of the illegal mining, and unfortunately not enough has been done. The public needs to know those who have been reported to the authorities and what action is being taken to inspire confidence in the fight against illegal mining. Because we all know that it didn't go very far with the last administration because too many persons close to the administration were involved.
Well, Aula, you would also appreciate that the NIMOS, or the Secretariat, has been established to coordinate the national efforts against illegal mining, and basically, or very paramount for their work, it is intelligence driven. And so for an intelligence driven body like this, don't you think that 150 million would at least be able to help them do the work that they are doing? Because since its establishment, like the minister stated within the budget, it talks about the number of people that are working for NIMOS, 1,000 officers. Don't you think 1,000 officers are enough in the time being?
Well, if 1,000 officers are enough, why is it that illegal mining is raging all over the place? Complaints are made, and it takes a very long time for action to be taken. I mean, let's be clear. Illegal mining is going on openly. We don't need blue water guards to tell us. The communities have made complaints. Illegal mining is going on openly, sometimes close to police station. Why is NIMOS not able to go? Because they are under-resourced. They are under-resourced. I'm not quite sure. I'm not a security person. I don't know how many men they need, but I'm not quite sure that 1,000 is enough. If it were enough, Atronsu should have been protected far earlier than it was. We shouldn't have waited for the water to be polluted before anything was done, before the excavators were removed. I'm told that in Obuasi, illegal mining is raging. As we speak, in Nzema East, a place called Jira, I think, there's illegal mining going on. We are told that a low loader with an excavator was involved in an accident with one of these Okada riders. A pregnant woman was on it. This is the information reaching us. She was killed. The youth got upset, and I think they burned the excavator. The police from Maxim have rushed in. We are told, this is reported information, that the youth are being subjected to a degree of brutality. But we are not told that the the excavator driver has been arrested. And there are reports going on that it is believed that the authorities are actually facilitating the irresponsible mining. We don't know that as a fact. These are reports that are reaching us. So illegal mining, and I would say irresponsible mining, which is poisoning our waters, poisoning our environment, decimating our forest reserves, is raging in so many different areas. It's not as if we don't know. It's not as if the intelligence isn't there. We know. What we need to do is to take action. We need the political will to take action, not to protect anybody, and also the resources to do so.
Well, Aula, as it stands, there are so many people within communities that have become quite obstinate when it comes to talks against illegal mining against Galamsey. So many times you've gone on social media, seen persons involved in illegal mining within these areas brazenly talking about the work they do, saying that government will not be able to stop them, the security apparatus cannot stop them. And for a while, people thought that, oh, this was something to laugh about. Until now, it has become a very scary thing facing us. A few weeks ago, we saw how community members, miners within communities, were fighting against NIMOS when it came to dealing, against the EPA when it came to dealing with illegal mining. And it takes me back to previous conversations we've had with you, where you've said that if we do not clamp down on these things, we risk becoming like some areas within Latin America where cartels have been formed because of drug pushing. And so with what we are seeing within our communities, I mean, there are community leaders in there, government officials in there and all. The police are also in there fighting. What are we looking at when we see the ordinary Ghanaian beginning to fight the institutions that are supposed to provide sanity?
Well, let me put it this way. First of all, I was on a program. There was a security analyst there. He was saying that as at now, there's no militia or anything that can fight the combined forces of the Ghana Armed Forces, combined with the police and all, Army, Navy, Air Force, police, all our security. There's not in a single militia or militias that can fight them. So we still have the opportunity to act. Now we need to be a bit more robust in our action. When the NIMOS persons were attacked and the army had to retreat, retreats happen. You regroup and you go there quickly. You go there quickly, complete the task you're supposed to complete, and do what needs to be done in a professional manner. But if you don't do that, then what are you doing? You are telling the environmental terrorists that you're afraid of them, that they are stronger than you. Yes, you can retreat if you believe that it's in the interest of protecting life. You can retreat, but you regroup and you go back. You go back and you complete the task. You make the arrest that needs to be made. No brutality. You make the arrest that needs to be made. But if you're not doing that, then you are